to go right into it. This is something you guys have been waiting for quite some time. Okay. This is our time blocking free session. This is a mastery that we've been teaching, living, and practicing. Some of you guys here is probably fifth or sixth, some even seventh time that you've seen this, because the content framework is the same. The only thing that changed is the looks and revamping to whatever current today's event. Fair enough? Okay. So at the end of the day, guys, how you guys like the brand? You guys like the brand? Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
Like.
Great job, Rochelle. Unmute, say something, and then mute. So, guys, this is the breakdown. Week 1, we're going to talk about core values, right? We're going to talk about why is that needed for a solid foundation. We're here to build something to last a lifetime. Put like a 1 or 2 in the put a 1 in the chat if you agree to build something to last a lifetime. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the participation. All right, we're good now. Week 2, we're going to talk about the tools. What are the tools that makes this possible? Tools to be simple. How many times have you guys heard Michelle always talk about structure equal freedom? Drop a 1 in the chat if you've heard that. Structure has been the story of my life. When you have no structure, you have chaos. Week number 3, we're going to cover the niche. That's where your message becomes clear. Are you speaking to your perfect customer? And in week number 4, we're going to talk about the audit. How am I doing? Are you test driving it, right? Number 5 is really like a reality check. Is it working? What needs to be fixed? Because you don't just give up, you got to fix it until it works. If you spent $80,000 on a Tesla and it just breaks, but you bought it used and you don't have any warranty, what are you going to do? Just let it sit in the garage or you going to get it fixed? You just spent 80 grand, you're going to get it fixed.
Yep.
You ain't going to let it sit, you're going to let it fix. So let's break down week number 1 real quick. It is so important to have a culture. The culture is probably even more important than the skill. Okay? Because if there's no culture, there's no standards. If there's no standards, it becomes something called personality driven. Drop a 5 in the chat if you don't understand what it means, personality driven. That's when you pick and choose people instead of letting people show up. You should let people show up. Let them meet the standard. Let them qualify themselves. Does that make sense? This is kind of like picking who you want to go on vacation instead of going on vacation with those who earned it. Is that pretty clear? I never participated in any personality driven system or culture. Why? I always design the culture if I don't like the culture. How many of y'all can relate? Now, I would rather not have to design it if it's already in place. But guess what? If you don't like the culture, you design the culture, but you make sure you keep the framework. Does that make sense? So this is really important because that's why core values are needed. Now let's move to week 2. On week 2, here's what's going to happen. You got to understand the tools that you're using. But before you can understand them, you got to have them. Everybody should be dropping a 1 in the chat. You can't, what is the point of understanding something you don't have? Y'all feel me? It's no point to it, right? Why understand something you don't have if you're not going to use it? Why spend the time to learn it? Anybody agree that the best way to learn something is to play with it, use it, right? Understand that one rule, you can't break it. You could try, but you can't break it. If that's the case, what do you got to lose? You can cancel it anytime. Is that not true? Tools should be as simple as point, click, copy, paste, drag and drop. Is that pretty simple? Rudy, how long you been with us? You muted. Oh, let me see. I can't hear you. Hold on. No, it's not me because I just heard Cynthia.
Okay. Who did you call on?
Rudy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're very low though.
I don't know why. Almost a year.
Have you ever seen me do anything other than point, click, copy, paste, drag and drop?
No.
All right, all right. I just want to confirm now. I don't want these people to think I'm making this up, okay? Now, how about you, Cynthia? Have you ever seen me do anything other than point, click, copy, paste, drag and drop?
No, you do it very quickly sometimes, but I haven't seen you do anything else.
Have you ever seen me do programming codes and things of that nature?
Nothing like that.
That's above my pay grade.
You would have lost me.
It is what it is, guys. I'm telling you. Okay? Now, tools, you should be able to break even, meaning that there should be some kind of affiliate attached to it. How many of you here? Drop a 3 in the chat if you like affiliates. All right. We're on the same page. I think we're speaking to the right people. That's awesome. Why should we break even? You shouldn't have to worry about costs. Most cases, when you refer 3 to 5 people, depending on the tool, you should be able to break even. I like those kind of tools. Some of them you refer to and you're in profit mode. How many of y'all ever heard of 80% payout? Now, I understand. You guys understand 100% payout. Master resell right. Okay, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about an actual affiliate. An affiliate that pays 80%, that's almost unheard of. And that's amazing because it's also the same tool that we use our bread and butter to make sure that we have our automation done. Drop a 10 in the chat if you like automation. Definition of automation, make money while you sleep. Let's talk about week 4. The audit. You should be able to get in profit mode. Ask yourself this question right now. Do you know 1,000% that your audience is going exactly where you want them to go? There's going to be very few of you that's going to say yes. Is that a question to disturb you? Yes. It was designed to disturb you because that's the whole purpose of automation. You want to say it? You want to put your 2 cents on this one, Brahim? Hold on, let me see.
I
There you
got
go.
it. No, but yeah, if you're not driving traffic to where you're to your product or service, you're dead in the water right there. You have to make sure everybody's getting to your product or service. So you have to drive that traffic the right way.
And for those of you who don't know Brahim, is also a co-founder of the community. He's been a great support. Anytime that I'm running into a stump, guess what? I go to Brahim because Brahim has a little bit more experience than me when it comes to digital marketing. He's been doing it for quite some time. The only thing that he came across outside of digital marketing was master resale rights back when he came across legacy. Before that, he was doing a different kind of digital marketing. Does that make sense? But it still involved automation. Everybody welcome Amy. So that's pretty awesome, guys, right? So on week 4 is the audit. Number 1, you should be in profit mode, okay? And you should diversify yourself. Amy's going to share some of that with you about diversifying because she's the one who actually pushed me over the hill to diversify. Because TikTok wasn't working out for Kim. Does that make sense, guys? At the end of the day, does it have to be profitable right away? No, but as long as you can become profitable over time. Here's the most important thing. Profit or no profit, you ask yourself right now, the way you're doing things, can you be duplicated? If you can't be duplicated, guess what? It's going to be a long journey. We don't have a network marketing kind of design stuff like that, but you're still doing duplication because you got 2 choices. You can feed someone every day a fish, or you could teach them how to fish for a lifetime. Which one do you think is more rewarding? Anybody can unmute. What if it was done for you? And the most money making statement, does it convert? It has to convert. I don't care if you convert 1 out of 50, 1 out of 20, or 1 out of 5. Bottom line, it needs to convert. You need to understand the numbers. You need to understand your delivery rate. You need to understand your opt-in rate. You need to understand your click rate. If you don't understand these things, you haven't learned the skill yet. You're still in learning mode, right? Now, what good is it to learn those if you ain't driving traffic? Gotta drive traffic, okay? On week 5, just to put things in perspective, is a reality check. Putting it to work and evaluating it. We're gonna do a 7-day evaluation test. Come back and see, does it work? Did you get any tractions? Did you at least get some eyeballs on it? What happened? Because there's only 4 categories of people. Anybody know those 4 categories of people? You got those who want to make it happen. You got those who watch it making it happen by others. Then you got those making it happen.
That
Anybody
make
know
it
what the
happen.
4th category is? It's the one that say, what happened? So, does it work? Should you come into the general session? Our guest speaker is already here for the general session, right? If it wasn't for Amy, I'm going to show you a little bit about our journey. This is what happened to me. Back in November, most of y'all know, if not all of y'all know, I was rock bottom. We literally went from a very strong 5-figure income down to next to nothing overnight. Comp change, comp model change, and more or less, I had to do something within 30 days. I literally didn't know where that mortgage payment was going to come from. I didn't know what that bills money was coming from that month. But you know what? One thing I can tell you, God is good. There was a lot of prayers. I know Kathy was there with me. I know Cynthia was there with me. There was a lot of stupid stuff going through my mind, Kathy. So guess what? I am so indebted to Amy and Daryl. Let me tell you something. Within 90 days, we bounced back to about 40K. That's 90 days. Then things started to slow down when we built the community. It's a big responsibility to build a community, guys. This is not something to take lightly. So guess what? That's where 75% of my time was, right? We started to make it work, okay? So I had to go dig because I have 2 Stripes account. One that actually got shut down. So here's what I do know. If you don't get things shut down or if you don't lose any kind of social media account, you're not doing anything. I don't know any 6 figures that haven't lost some kind of payment account or lost some kind of social media account. It's part of the journey, guys. It's part of the journey. Okay? Y'all see Amy's head bubbling, right? So this is what happened, guys. We ended up making over 80K. Now, I publicly announced in Amy's group that this next 90-day run, we're going to wrap it up. Okay? We want to be one of the next 6-figure earners at DGC. Okay? So we're going to wrap it up. Okay? This was the Square did really good. Then we had, where'd he go? Okay, here we go. Then you had the Stripe. It's a combination, mostly the new account. The old account got shut down. So they could have added another 10,000. But I don't have access to the data to the old account, so I'll do without. I believe that if we had the old account information, we already hit 6-figure. Okay? That is how well we did because that was part of the first 90 days. But that's okay. It makes us stronger people, right? You just go out there and get it done. And then last but not least, we had the PayPal, right? There you go. So PayPal did good too. PayPal did side by side with the Square account. And majority of the PayPal guys is the international people. That's usually the preferably method of payment for them is the PayPal. How many of you guys know that PayPal was international? Okay. Now they got other stuff. Right? They got, what do you call it? E-wallet. They got, I don't know, I can't think. There's a lot of them out there. You got Pay Quicker, right? You got all kinds of other payments, but it gets more technical. At the end of the day, I want you to know we're going to take a quick 3-minute break. I'm going to check to see if other people have signed up for the general session, right? So we're going to go ahead and take a 3-minute break. And then exactly at 6:36, guys, we're going to start strong with Amy. Is that fair enough, guys? Okay? I believe everybody here is already in the general session, so you can go get a grab of water or go get something in 3 minutes, okay? All right, guys.